In today's fast-paced digital world, organizations are under constant pressure to innovate. But technical debt often stands in the way. Over time, outdated systems and redundant applications can slow progress, increase costs, and limit agility. In this session, discover practical strategies to identify, assess, and reduce technical debt, empowering your business to embrace new technologies like cloud and AI with confidence. Welcome, everyone, to today's live expert session. We are thrilled to have you join us as we dive into one of the most important business topics today, business transformation management. I have the pleasure of having here with me Ruslan Shogenov, Senior Product Expert at SAP LeanIX. Based in Berlin, Ruslan is a product expert at SAP LeanIX, focusing on application portfolio management and application rationalization. He works with enterprise architecture and IT leadership teams to translate product capabilities into tangible values for organizations seeking to optimize IT costs, simplify complex landscapes, and accelerate transformation. With expertise in cost transparency and transformation planning, Ruslan helps CIOs and enterprise architects make data-driven decisions that connect technology investments to measurable business outcomes. Outside of work, he enjoys traveling, spending time outdoors, and collecting records. And now, with this, over to you, Ruslan.
Thank you for the introduction, Tania. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our today's session. Really excited to be here. First, I would like to share my screen with a short presentation, and then I would like to show some live demo of LeanIX and how you can rationalize your application portfolio with our service. Second. So you probably can see my screen.
Great.
In this session, we'll look how application rationalization enables businesses to optimize IT spend, enhance agility, and reinvest resources into innovation. We'll look at why it has become a strategic priority in the current environment and how LeanIX supports a continuous data-driven approach to managing and optimizing the application landscape. Over the years, IT landscape have grown in response to business demands through new digital initiatives, local optimizations, mergers, organizational changes, and what started as necessary expansion gradually turned into the sprawl with overlapping system, redundant functionality, and increased complexity. As the application portfolio grows, the effort required to keep it running also grows. Cost for license, maintenance, support, infrastructure, education, compliance, etc. Steadily rise, and this is not because of strategic investment, but because of accumulated decisions that were never revisited. At the same time, portion of the budget available for innovation and modernization shrinks and limits the ability to adapt and modernize. And most IT leaders find themselves today under pressure to free up resources to be able to reinvest them into the things that move business. This is what we hear from our customers, and what was confirmed across the industry research is that cost pressure is growing. IT teams are expected to deliver more with less and to drive innovation while operating under tighter budgets. According to a recent Gartner study, in 2025, 83% of CFOs are looking for savings beyond the original budget baseline. 44% of executive leaders are targeting reduction within the IT organization. At the same time, according to another study, IT cost optimization is now a top 3 priority for CIOs in 2025. And many of our customers tell us that they expect pressure to increase even further in 2026. And that the cost optimization is no longer seen as a one-time initiative or exercise, but is an ongoing process. And something that helps organizations stay flexible in a constantly changing environment. And this is where application rationalization comes in, and it becoming a clear priority, but without the right visibility, alignment, structure, it's difficult to execute at scale. When we ask organizations why application rationalization efforts stall, the common answer is environment in which those decisions have to be made. So the first challenge is visibility. And without accurate view into the application portfolio, it's impossible to prioritize what to act on. Most teams know they have overlaps or redundant and outdated systems, but they cannot quantify and scale the impact. The second barrier is accountability. So responsibility for applications is often scattered across business and IT functions, which makes ownership unclear. And without defined roles, decisions about investments or retirement can take months or even haven't been made at all. The third issue is the absence of common evaluation framework. When every department uses its own criteria, discussions may become subjective and driven by personal preferences or internal politics rather than data and facts. Another obstacle is that most organizations are already stretched thin. Teams focus on operations and compliance, leaving little time or capacity for strategic optimization. And the last item, the last challenge is that the IT and business often plan in isolation, which means rationalization isn't aligned with the current business priorities. And together, these challenges explain why rationalization often stops at good intentions. And overcoming them requires consistent data, shared governance, and a right tool that connects decision making across the enterprise, which exactly SAP LeanIX is designed to do. And to address these challenges, organizations need to structured and repeatable way to make rationalization part of how IT operates, not as one-time exercise. And the idea is to continuously optimize portfolio so that spend shifts from keeping system alive towards driving innovation. And when rationalization becomes ongoing, costs tied to license, maintenance, support gradually decline, while the share of the budget available for transformation grows. And this approach also changes how IT perceived inside the organization. And instead of being and seen as cost center, IT becomes a partner that regularly identify opportunities and reinvest budget in modernization. And LeanIX helps to make this process structured and based on clear data, defined ownership, transparent reporting, helping the organization build momentum and demonstrate measurable progress over time. Let's take a common example, a common scenario, video conferencing and collaboration tool. Many companies, especially after pandemic, remote work rush, ended up with multiple different solutions. In our example, let's say it's Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and for example, WebEx, and all being used in different pockets of the organization. Maybe marketing bought WebEx years ago, engineering using Zoom, and the whole company using Teams as a part of the Office 365 suite. And what does it mean financially? In this example, we put some rough annual costs, license cost. So in total, roughly 210K per year is going into the tools that do online meetings, chats, screen sharing, etc. And the overlap of capabilities is around 90%. And you're essentially paying 3 times for the same functionality. Plus, your IT staff has to support free systems, your security team has free platforms to take care of, and users have to juggle between these free apps. It's inefficient all around. And now imagine we rationalize down to one solution. For instance, we standardize everything to Microsoft Teams, which is likely part of your Office 365, and you decided to retire Zoom and WebEx. And Microsoft Teams might require some upgrade on or more licenses to handle the whole company, or maybe you need some more premium licenses or at calling plans. But at the same time, your new annual cost is 140K. That's 70K savings per year. It's 1/3 reduction. And this is not just license fees, but at the same time, we also talk about related costs like maintenance costs, support costs, training, etc. So all the costs we can decrease the costs all around. And if you scale this across your entire organization, the savings and efficiency can be substantial. And when we talk about application rationalization, cost reduction is usually the first outcome that comes in mind, but benefits are extended much further. So the first one is operational efficiency, is one of the strongest results that optimizing your current landscape reduces complexity, speeds up change, and gives enterprise architects and IT leaders access to reliable data and confident decision making. The second impact is lower compliance risk, and with a fewer redundant and outdated applications, the organization's also exposure to security decreases their exposure to security and audit issues. And finally, the last item is that business and IT becomes more aligned. When applications are mapped to business capabilities, everyone from the CIO to application owners share a single view of how IT supports business strategy. And to make rationalization continuous, it needs a clear, structured way that connects business priorities, data quality, and execution. In LeanIX, we can guide you through the step-by-step approach where each step builds on the previous one and helps move you from insights to measurable outcomes. So everything begins with scoping applications, and instead of trying to assess the entire landscape at once, LeanIX allows you to focus on the application or domains that matter the most, for example, by business capability, cost, or lifecycle status. And this focus helps you to start small, build momentum, and demonstrate early success. Once the scope defined, you move to enriching the data. Here, LeanIX combines integrations and surveys to collect essential information for your assessment. So ownership, lifecycle, cost, technical and functional fit, everything that will help you to make more informed decisions. And the ultimate result is to get reliable data that can support data-driven decisions. Then comes evaluation, where applications are analyzed using reports. Also, for application rationalization, we use industry standard framework Gartner time, which is tolerate, invest, migrate, and eliminate, depending on the information that you have about your application. We can split applications into 4 different buckets and to decide which application should go to elimination stage or to migrate stage. And this is the stage where the insights become actions. Based on that insights, you can create your rationalization roadmap, and the roadmap feature in LeanIX lets you organize and link initiatives, visualize dependencies, and align timing and business priorities. And you can see exactly what will happen and how projects relate to each other. The next step is execution, turning your plans into action, and LeanIX supports you through the transformation initiatives that allows you to model your future state of your IT landscape and update portfolio as it changes. And the final state is tracking and reporting. Closing the loop, LeanIX provides you dashboards and reports with KPIs that provides transparency to you and your stakeholders, so you can see how many applications have been rationalized, what's the cost impact, and what's like the general impact on the organization. On that note, I would like to switch to the demo part, where I would like to start more from the high level, say showing you how LeanIX operates, where you can get this data into the LeanIX, how you can manage, and to show you the main capabilities. And then I would like to go a bit deeper and show how we can conduct the rationalization initiative. So this is LeanIX. It's pretty easy to use. We have navigation on the 5 top bars, so you can easily navigate, and most of our customers mentioned that as our main benefit, that's we are easy to use. So this is inventory, and when you start your journey with LeanIX, usually it's empty. So you need to add information about your applications here, about business capabilities, and put all the information here. What you see here is these items. We call them fact sheets, and each fact sheet represents a specific architecture object. So there are different types of fact sheets. There are 12 different types, but we mostly focus on the applications because it's like the bread and butter of LeanIX. How you can get these applications into the LeanIX? If you start, probably you will have somewhere information of your applications in your Google Sheets or Excel sheets that you can easily manually import into the LeanIX. So this is like the starting point, the easiest step that you can do. On the other side, we also have multiple different integrations with different systems that allows you to discover your SAP applications, that allows you to discover your SaaS applications, AI agents. This is like the really recent feature. So we connect with Okta, we connect with NetSuite and other CASB and single sign-on systems that allows you to discover, continuously discover, and automatically discover these applications into your and add these applications into your environment. So for example, if we look at the SAP Discovery, with SAP Discovery, we connect to Cloud LLM, to SAP Build and BTP. This is how we discover all these applications. So then you have like the whole representation of which applications are used by your organization, and then you can easily add them to your workspace, decide which one you would like to add, and link them specifically to your workspace. So here you can find all the information about like the deployment type, system role. We also provide you a link to the Cloud LLM, so you have more detailed information. Also, for example, if we take the SAP S/4HANA system, you can choose which applications you would like to add to your workspace. Another way to add information to the LeanIX is the AI inventory builder. So basically, if you have JPEG files or PDF documents, you can easily put them into the LeanIX, and with the inventory builder, we can identify which elements do you actually have, and then you can also add them to your workspace. So there are multiple different ways how you can get this information into the LeanIX about applications, but what's the next step is getting business capabilities to connect them to your business. You can build them from scratch, but at the same time, we can also provide you information about the business. We can provide you a business capability map, which is based on the information from SAP with years of experience. You can find your industry and start from this, but just by importing the business capability map based on your industry into the LeanIX. Then once you got this, you can easily map applications to your business capabilities, and you already have an understanding which application supporting which part of the business. Going into the applications fact sheets, let's go deeper into the fact sheet. So we collect all the information about the specific application here. You can see the name of the application, different labels, the description, also information about like the amount of users. If you have this information, so for example, our integration with WalkMe providing this information about the usage of the specific application. You can also find information about the life cycle of the application to see all the interconnections, so which business capability it supports, which initiatives it's related to, and which application it's also related to. So you have all this information in one place. Another important part is the application total cost of ownership, application cost. So here you can also have all the information you can add all the information about your cost. So you have more data-driven, more informed decisions. Another part is having the information about the time classification. This is also based on the information that you can crowdsource from the application owners and or from the connection from your application owners. So going further, what you need to do next is to assign people responsible for the specific application. So here you can also add this information into the subscription part. Another major benefit of LeanIX is that our pricing model based on the application, not on users. So you can add as many users as you want, basically. So once we have all this information about our applications, we have some criteria that we can analyze. What we can do is to get this information from this audience. Once we got the subscription, people who are responsible for this application, we can run surveys. And you can also create the survey from scratch or use a template of the survey. But here how it looks. So the important thing is that you can crowdsource information about your application. You can gather information about the technical and functional fit, how it supports your business, if it makes sense to retire, to get rid of it. You can gather information about costs, etc. So using this surveys capability, and you can customize it, and once persons who are responsible for the application submits the survey, you will have information in the application fact sheet. Next step is to analyze your application. So there are like multiple different types of reports that you can analyze from different angles, but usually we start with, especially for the application organization, we start with application landscape, where you can also customize views and to see from different angles. So we can switch to the time classification to change settings here. This allows you to have a better understanding of your current application landscape. There are multiple different filters, and you can really slice and dice this information with your reports. Then I would like to switch to our example of an application rationalization. So let's imagine that we have our goal to rationalize our application landscape in 2026, and we decided to focus on the HR part. So we have this initiatives where we describe all the items that we would like to do with these initiatives. We have the life cycle information about like how long this initiative should run. We also see here the different major initiatives it supports. So for example, here we need reduce redundancies in IT cost and HR. And this is part of the rationalized application landscape in 2026. It supports the objective
Ruslan, I'm afraid your screen is frozen. And we cannot hear you anymore. Ruslan, can you unshare or? Okay, so unfortunately we have a short technical glitch here. We've lost Ruslan. I'm sure he will try to join immediately as soon as he can. So please stay with us. He will join us as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience. We have actually, I will take this time to maybe take the answer, the question that we have here. So the question is, what is the future of SAP Signavio? And you can be sure Signavio future is absolutely bright. It will definitely be the continue as an integral part of the business transformation management and the integrated tool chain, which is in everyone's discussions, is really important. So together with the LeanIX and WalkMe and the Cloud ALM, it is really important in any transformation you have. So don't worry, there's a bright future ahead of us. So let me have a look whether we have no. I'm afraid we still don't have Ruslan back. I don't know, unfortunately, what kind of glitch. But it seems more than a glitch that he is experiencing. Yeah, so let me take this opportunity also to remind you of the upcoming sessions that we are expecting. Let me quickly, I can also post them in the chat. So we will have next week on November 19th, 10 ways WalkMe helps users complete critical tasks in any app. I think a very important topic. We have on November 25, we had to move this session, Bio-driven process transformation with SAP Signavio. So here you go. It stays where it is. And last but not least, we have session on the next day, November 26th, with 4 speakers. So we bundled 2 topics together into one session. Visibility, governance, and impact. Maximize your AI agent strategy with SAP LeanIX and SAP Signavio. I'm happy to post the links, the YouTube links in the chat so that you can have the links available to you. Give me a second. Here we go. So, and that is the first one. I can hear you and I can see you.
Yeah.
Great to have you back.
I
I'm afraid you're frozen again, Ruslan.
I'm really sorry. Let me check it one more time.
Now I heard you again. I'm sure people have been able to see you.
Let me maybe try to switch off the video.
Okay, let's try that. So we'll just hear you and see the presentation.
Really apologize for this inconvenience. Let me
That's
just
a live
reshare.
session. That's
Yeah, sorry.
advantages and disadvantages in live sessions, as you can see, as opposed to pre-recorded marketing sessions. Thank you very much. Yes, I can see we can see your slide. And so please go on. Ruslan? I'm afraid we lost him. No, I'm afraid, Ruslan, that...
Thank you. So I stopped on this. Can you hear me?
Oh, you were gone again. Let's try again. I'm afraid we lost him again. Here we go. So, happens rarely, but if it happens, unfortunately. Let me continue to share the next sessions, the links to our upcoming sessions. The one I just showed you is, I just shared as the one to 10 ways to walk me. Sorry, I should have entered it first. That was this one here. And the next one is value-driven process transformation with SAP Signavio. I'll post that in the chat. And in the meantime, we'll give Ruslan the chance to join us again. Here we go. That is and then this is the last one. The one on visibility and governance. Very, very important topics nowadays just as well. And here we go. That is the last one. I'm afraid we have lost Ruslan altogether. There are two possibilities. I would suggest either we set it up again, a live session, or we might simply do a premiere session. So record it beforehand and then post it here at another date. So unfortunately, yeah. Please excuse this trouble. I would suggest we do it again. We will end the stream today, and I promise that we will post it, redo the session. Let me quickly, for those who don't have the registration link, please register. I'll also post it in the chat, and I will definitely inform you of the new date for today's session, because it is a very important topic for everyone nowadays. So once again, please excuse this inconvenience. Things happen. And I hope to see you again next week, definitely, for our next sessions. And then for this one as well, we will inform you. Just register. Have a great day. Have a great evening, depending on where you are. Bye-bye.